you're watching Canada's Talent, and we're here with Marissa from Crystalyne. How are you doing?
Great, how are you doing?
Good. So you're performing tonight for Canadian Music Week to kick off your tour.
Yes.
Punks Don't Dance tour.
Yes.
Yes. So what are some of the things you look forward to the most about heading off on tour, and what are some of the challenges about it?
Ooh, that's a good question. I guess the thing I think as a band that we really like the most is the fact that we get to meet all of our fans from different cities. So Toronto is like we're based out of Toronto, and half of our band is from St. Catharines as well. So those two cities are usually for friends and family and like that kind of thing. But when we go to like Kingston and Windsor, Peterborough, all those other great places, we get to meet new people who maybe have found us online or through the TV or the radio or like that kind of thing. So it's really cool to just interact with different people and kind of get a vibe for who's out there that actually listens to our sound. In terms of challenges for tour, we tour in a yellow Jeep and a trailer. So it's, if you can imagine, a little stuffy at times. And when we go for those long drives, it can get a little hard, and we're all cranky and like crammed into like a little space. But we love each other and we love to tour, so we kind of suck it up. And it's like, it gets us from point A to point B right now, and we want to see so many new people, so we do what we have to do. And that's the biggest challenge thing we have, and like deciding what to eat and not arguing about it, but those two things, I guess.
Yeah, sounds fun. So speaking of the fans, what is one of the greatest fan experiences that you've had like for the past few years?
That's a good question. I've had a lot. Like, there's one particular friend now, we consider her a friend of ours. We met her in Kingston, and she wrote us like a letter and handed it to us and was like, oh, like your music means so much to me, and we like were so moved by her words, and it was like, oh my gosh, this like we made an impact on your life, like that's so awesome. So that was probably my favorite fan moment so far, and we like keep in touch over Twitter and like all that kind of stuff now as well. So it's great. It, like that kind of stuff is great because you get to make new friends. And it's not just like a shot in the pan, like hi, oh that's great, bye. Like we want lasting relationships. So it's awesome.
That's really great.
We're gonna play an oldie now. But I guess you guys will know it, so that makes sense for it, right? Kind of. Anyway, for those of you that do have the EP and know it, this song is called Never Look Back. And if you know it, please do dance along, and you're totally allowed to sing too, so let's do it!
Punks Don't Dance. It's really fun, and it was actually directed by Ben Knechtel, who worked on Carly Rae Jepsen's Call Me Maybe.
Yeah.
So what was it like working with him?
He's awesome, like super funny, and like he totally has a vision for like what he kind of wants to come out of what you're doing, and so he was very good in terms of like giving instruction and like look at the camera like this, or do this action, or just be yourself and have fun. And like he really wanted to showcase who we are as a band, and I think that came across really well because it was one of our most like uplifting videos I think that we've done so far, and we all had like a blast shooting it, and I got to wear a tutu, which was great because I love tutus.
That was fun.
Yeah, I'm actually wearing one tonight again, so I'm really excited. But yeah, it was just a great time, and he's awesome, and we're planning on hopefully doing a couple more videos with him, I think, in the future. So yeah, it's awesome. We've made a friend in him for sure. Like every show that we do, sometimes if it's like a hectic day where we're like driving up until like load in, it's kind of hard for me to like find 5 minutes to myself to actually warm up, but on a good day I get a chance to do that. And I usually have to go pee because I'm a very small bladdered human being, and I have to go to the bathroom all the time, so I make sure I do that. And then I know we have like a little band huddle for the most part, just tell each other how much we love each other, and that kind of thing, and that's it. Then we go on, and that's everything. And it's over like before we even know it. It's like literally like a snap of a finger. It's like you wish it would last longer, but that's why we do tours. So they do last longer and they're weeks in advance. So. The Navigate EP was a little bit darker in like content, and like we were all in more of a dark place, I think, as a band. Like I had just broken up with my ex-boyfriend because he cheated on me, so I was like, bye. But I was upset. Like I literally was depressed, and like I'm a really small person, but I like lost weight, and like I lost sleep over it, and I kind of really, like, it sounds cliche, but like the therapy was for me to write down how I felt.
Yeah.
And Weapon, the song in particular, was actually written the day I found out. So it was like I had the verses and the chorus like all written, and I needed like a bridge, and that was it. So it was like the emotions kind of just poured out of me for that. So I find that that record was a little heavier in content and a little bit harder musically as well. The Remedy EP is kind of, I feel, a gradual progression in lyrics, because there are songs like Anchor that are a little heavier and Ghost, but then there are songs like Punks Don't Dance, which is like super fun, like dancey, and Let It Go too, which is about, you know, just moving past all those hardships in your life. And I feel we did both, like, a lot of the writing in the studio while we were demoing, so we could get a very well-rounded idea of what we wanted the song to be. Mm-hmm. We tried a bunch of different things too, but lyrically I feel like that's where the heaviest difference is between the first and the second record. And now we kind of found that the band was a remedy for us and like our feelings, and that's why we call it the EP The Remedy. So yeah.
Weapon in my hand, this was not according to my plan.
Question that we always ask people is, what does it mean to you to be Canadian or Canadian band?
Well, I find in the realm of music, like, there's not a lot of Canadian acts that are like, oh yeah, you think, oh yeah, they're Canadian. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's like Mariana Trench and Carly Rae, that like stand over Tegan and Sarah, but there are a lot of other bands that are up and coming that are working really hard to, you know, break the industry, and I feel like a lot of American bands or like artists get the opportunity maybe a little bit I guess, easier, maybe I'll say, in comparison to Canadians. So I feel like to be Canadian is to be hardworking, and like you have to make sure, especially in music, that you're true to yourself and kind of true to your culture, and you let that show. So yeah.
That's a really good answer.
Oh, thanks.
So is there anything else you'd like to say to your fans?
That we love everybody, and we're really excited to see you on the Punks Don't Dance tour.
Take my chance, I know punks don't dance, but I really think you like me. Sweet fever, come closer, game over. Take my chance, I know punks don't dance, but I really think you like me. You were looking back to see if I was looking back to see if you were looking back at me.